Imagine waking up tomorrow with the echo of fear gone, no phantom hand on your shoulder, no soft voice telling you to wait, no second guessing when your chance walks in. Imagine moving through your day like a tuned instrument, precise, calm, unwavering. If some part of you can picture that, even dimly hold it. Because starting now, you will no longer rehearse fear, you will rehearse command. I'm not here to decorate your mood, I'm here to help you delete a program. Fear was not born with you. It was installed by repetition, by voices that forgot their own power, by the slow drip of doubt pretending to be logic. And what was installed can be uninstalled by choice, by law, by the same force that built it, repetition carrying belief into identity. Close your eyes for a second. See your life 1 year from today if fear had no vote. See the room you work in, the pace you move at, the quiet in your chest. Feel your hands steady. Feel your gaze direct. That life is not a fantasy, it is a formula, and tonight we begin installing it. Fear is not thunder, it's fog. It does not crash, it creeps. It enters through micro-hesitations, through the pause before you speak, through the maybe later that steals a decade. It wears a mask labeled smart, careful, practical. But if you trace its signature, it always ends the same. Smaller risks, smaller voice, smaller life. I've seen fear feed on men who could have bent steel with their will until that will learned to kneel. And yet I've also watched ordinary men become iron, not by waiting to feel brave, but by practicing bravery until it became their reflex. That is today's work. You will not bargain with fear, you will out-repeat it. You will not ask fear to be quiet, you will speak louder. You will not hope your nerves settle, you will train your nerves to obey. That is the modern reading of Napoleon Hill's timeless law. Mind first, identity second, behavior third, results last, and then loop it until the world can't recognize you. Breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. On the exhale, let one sentence rise. I lead my mind. Again, I lead my mind. The mind is not a king, it is a kingdom. When the ruler goes missing, factions appear. Fear is just a faction that thrived in your absence. Replace absence with presence and fear starves. Andrew Carnegie told young men to fix on one chief aim and build their hours around it like armor. Henry Ford decided impossible was a story other people told themselves to feel safe, and then he ordered the impossible into steel. Thomas Edison learned to treat failed attempts like a path lit from the ground up. None of them waited to be fearless. They behaved as if fear had no jurisdiction, and eventually it didn't. This is not mysticism. This is training. Here is how your training begins. Tonight, before you sleep, speak one sentence, clear, definite, anchored in who you are becoming. Not a wish, a command, not a fantasy, a frame. Example, I take bold action daily with calm focus. Opportunities obey my decisiveness. Speak it with breath. Feel it seat itself beneath your ribs. Let sleep carry it where arguments cannot go, into the subconscious, the workshop where tomorrow's reflexes are shaped. In the morning, repeat the same sentence aloud before the world gets a hold of you. Read it, say it, feel it. You are not trying to convince the universe, you are instructing your nervous system. This is autosuggestion, deliberate repetition, emotionalized, until belief becomes baseline. Comment below with the sentence you choose. Put it in the open. Let your future self see it in writing. Your words are votes. Cast one now. Mindset is not a poster you tape to a wall. It is the ratio of your repeated thoughts. If your dominant loop is risk equals danger, your nervous system will treat progress like a predator. If your dominant loop is action equals safety, your body will relax into motion. The average day is thousands of micro loops. Whichever loop you rehearse wins. This is why drift feels like gravity, not because it's powerful, but because it's constant. Today you add a counter-gravity. Replace what if it goes wrong with what is my next right move. Replace I'll wait till I'm ready with I make myself ready by moving. Replace I don't feel like it with I'm the kind of person who does it anyway. That last line changes the game. It moves you from mood to identity. Fear feeds on mood. Identity starves it. Identity speaks in present tense. I am the kind of person who moves at once, learns fast, and adjusts without drama. Repeat until it wears grooves. Belief is a scaffold. You climb as high as you build. The world will lend you reasons to doubt. Your job is to lay planks of certainty faster than doubt can stack objections. Hill called this the alchemy of faith, emotion fused to decision through repetition until reality yields. Edison didn't need foresight to know his light would burn. He needed a belief scaffold tall enough to see over failure's wall. Ford didn't need a map to mass production. He needed the inner order to impose it. Abraham Lincoln didn't need unanimous applause to sign a document that would divide a nation to heal it. He needed a belief that outlived approval. Belief is not a mood, it is a policy. Write your policy: I believe first, I verify in motion, I correct without panic. If you want a practical drill for 60 seconds, picture one bold action you've delayed. Watch a movie of yourself executing it calmly. See the micro steps. Hear your voice steady. Now open your eyes and take the first step before your brain bargains. Make belief kinetic. Clarity is compassion for your future self. Fear loves fog. Give it sunlight. Put 3 things on paper each night. 1 needle-moving action for your chief aim. 2, 1 resilience act, a rep you will do even when bored. 3, 1 learning target, what you'll study or practice. Keep them small, precise, and done by a time you choose in advance. This is how you stop negotiating with the day. The voice that says later loses leverage when the plan is pre-decided. You are not removing spontaneity. You are removing chaos. Purpose loves constraints. Fear loves chaos. When your actions have appointment times, fear misses its window. Vision is the picture that trains your pulse. If you feed your mind images of embarrassment, your pulse will race at the thought of progress. Feed it images of calm execution, and your pulse will normalize in pressure. Athletes rehearse the lift internally before touching the bar. Pilots rehearse emergency procedures until their fingers move faster than fear. So rehearse the email sent, the call made, the price said without shrinking, the room entered with steady eyes. Vision is not fantasy, it is mental physical therapy. You are retraining flinches. Discipline is freedom wearing a different name. The strongest people you admire do not wrestle their willpower every hour. They build fences around a few non-negotiables. Do the same. Choose 3 dailies. Move your body. Guard your inputs. Make your one hard thing early. Motion bleeds anxiety. Inputs rewrite loops. Early difficulty sets the tone. I do hard things by default. Put a tiny celebration at the end. A walk in the sun. A track you love. A text to someone you respect. Your brain ties discipline to reward and stops branding it as pain. Discipline is not a grind, it's a groove. Action ends arguments. Fear starts. The mind can debate any path into paralysis. The body moving creates evidence. Evidence makes belief cheaper to buy. You will not think your way into a new identity. You will act your way there and then think from it. Use the 3-step micro-courage. Name the move you're avoiding in a sentence. 2, shrink it to a 2-minute starting action. 3, start within 5 seconds of naming it. Starting breaks the spell. Momentum is the oldest anti-fear spell on earth. And yes, sometimes you will act and still feel anxious. Do it anyway. Your nervous system learns safety by surviving the thing, not by avoiding it. Gratitude is not just softness, it's system calibration. Fear amplifies what's missing. Gratitude tunes you to what's present and usable. A builder's gratitude is specific and active. I'm grateful for the conversation that sharpened me. I'm grateful for the mistake that taught me pricing. I'm grateful for the energy I have to try again today. Each line is a lens. Use it to see resources where yesterday you saw only risk. Write 3 lines nightly. You'll sleep with sufficiency, not scarcity. A sufficient brain acts braver. Adaptability is disciplined flexibility. The aim remains. The path flexes. Rigid minds break. Drifting minds dissolve. Adaptable minds compound. Ford iterated production. Edison iterated experiments. Lincoln iterated strategy while holding the Union's North Star. Adopt the mantra, aim stays, methods move. When a plan fails, say version 2 instead of I'm failing. Language is handling. Handle yourself well. Resilience is rehearsed. You are not born with it. You earn it by refusing to dramatize setbacks. Treat each stumble like data. Say good, information, then record 2 things. 1 controllable upgrade to try next time, 1 lesson to keep. This way, fear cannot weaponize the past. You already used it. Stack small recoveries. They knit a tougher fabric than 1 grand comeback. Learning is your upgrade path out of fear. The unknown is scary until it's scheduled. Demystify what you avoid. Assign it 20 minutes a day. Put it on the calendar as if it pays you rent, because it will. Every page read replaces a phantom with a process. You do not need to know everything, just the next thing and the next appointment to practice it. Let repetition keep you honest. Identity is the lock. Repetition is the key. Every phrase you repeat with emotion becomes architecture. Replace the old slogans. I'm not good at that. It's just who I am. I always choke under pressure. New blueprint. I am a decisive builder. I prepare my mind at night. I move early. I adjust fast. I recover faster. Say it standing. Shoulders low. Jaw unclenched. Breath deep. Make your nervous system feel what your words mean. Identity is not what you say once. It's what you embody daily. Guard your inputs like wealth. Fear often walks in speaking someone else's voice. Audit your feed, your chats, your background noise. Curate for builders, teachers, calm executors. Less outrage, more outcomes. Choose silence in the mornings. No headlines before your own headline. Your chief aim. People who constantly send you back into doubt are not evil. They're expensive. Move them to the cheap seats of your attention. Night ritual is your secret factory. The gatekeeper is tired. Suggestions slip through easier. Do not tuck fear in. Tuck your future in. Lights low. Screens off. Spine long. Read your one sentence slowly 5 times. Then visualize one micro-win tomorrow. A short scene in first person, color, sound. Whisper, my mind completes this while I sleep. Drift off repeating your sentence in thought. In the morning, tap your chest and repeat it once more before touching the phone. You are stacking law on law. Engagement cue. Share power, multiply it. Drop one word in the comments that you will carry all week. Decide, execute, calm, forward. That word is your anchor. Write it on a note. Put it where your eyes land at 2 p.m. when the slump tries to borrow your will. Touch the note, take the step. We are not here to binge motivation. We are here to practice identity together. Criticism is not your compass. The crowd is not your counsel. The most confident people you know are still misunderstood by someone. Lincoln was. Edison was. Ford was. Let misunderstanding be proof you're leading, not lagging. Your job isn't to be universally palatable. It's to be internally aligned. Don't argue, demonstrate. Don't explain, execute. Let outcomes do the PR work. Fear of poverty loses to the habit of value. If money anxiety grips you, point all that energy at service you can repeat. Write a daily output promise. I ship one useful thing by noon offer, outreach, asset, or improvement. Ship, then learn, then ship again. Money shadows momentum. Fear of criticism loses to clarity of standards. Set 3. 1. I tell myself the truth. 2. I keep the promises I make to myself. 3. I speak up once where I used to stay silent. Live those 3 for 30 days. Watch your spine thicken. Fear of ill health loses to stewardship. Move, hydrate. Sleep, breathe. A managed body calms a scanning brain. Your best courage often arrives after a walk. Fear of loss of love loses to self-respect. You're not here to audition for your worth. You're here to share it. You can love better when you're not negotiating your identity. Fear of old age loses to legacy. The best time to plant was years ago. The second best is the step you take today. Wisdom compounds faster than worry. Fear of death loses to a life aimed. Aim turns minutes into arrows. You don't need forever. You need a target and the discipline to keep sending yourself toward it. When indecision returns, and it will, use the 5x2 rule. Choose in 5 minutes, start for 2 minutes. If it's still wrong after you start, you'll be closer to right because action made a map. Maps don't print in chairs. Drift is the default. Design is the defense. Calendar the sacred. Morning sentence, one hard thing. Learning block. Movement, night ritual. Repeat until boredom visits, then smile. Boredom means you're near mastery. Keep going. Mastery is many boring victories no one claps for. If you stumble, good. You discovered where to strengthen. Fear will try to call it proof. You will call it practice. Write the lesson. Run the next rep. Delete the drama. Your future self is busy. Give them fewer fires to put out. Now feel this. The part of you that has been listening without arguing, that's the you we're installing. The one who doesn't beg for readiness, who doesn't audition for approval, who knows what a calm no can do, who carries an inner stillness like a pilot's voice. That you is not imaginary. He's under the dust of repetition. We're wiping. Speak after me in a whisper that grows. I do not drift. I decide. I act. I adjust. I repeat. Again, slower. I do not drift. I decide. I act. I adjust. I repeat. Again, slower. I do not drift. I decide. I act. I adjust. I repeat. I repeat. This is cosmic habit force translated into your spine. Before we close, do one bold thing. Open your notes app or a card and write your chief aim sentence. One aim, one time frame, one tone of certainty. Example, over the next 30 days, I install the habit of daily bold execution. I ship by noon. I learn at 2. I close my day with command. Tape it where you sleep. Tonight, read it 5 times. Tomorrow, act on line 1 by noon. When you do, come back and write day 1 done in the comments. Accountability is acceleration. If this voice felt like oxygen, keep it in your environment. Let it live in your mornings while you move, in your nights while you reset, in your midday while the world tries to rent space in your head. You are curating your soundtrack. Make it power, not panic. When people ask what changed, don't give them a lecture. Give them a sentence. I stopped waiting to feel ready. Then smile and take the next step. You owe no dissertations, only direction. If they want to come with you, show them your ritual. If they want to argue, point to your calendar. I will leave you with a picture. You stand at the threshold of a door you used to pass each day without entering. On the other side is a quieter room, not quiet because life is easy, quiet because you are steady. On a table sits your sentence, laminated by use. On the wall hangs a calendar with 100 small X's, each one a day you did the thing anyway. The room is simple, a notebook, a plan, a pair of shoes that know the morning. As you step in, fear tries one last whisper. Are you sure? You place your hand on your chest and answer, I'm decided. Then you get to work. If this resonated, tell me in the comments which line you're taking into your week and the one bold action you're doing today. Your answer might be the sentence someone else needed. And if you want more of this work, this calm, relentless building, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so this voice meets you at the door each morning before the world does. You don't need noise. You need a rhythm. Let's build it. Breathe once more. In, out. Say the oath softly. I command my mind before sleep. I command my day at dawn. I move while afraid and become fearless in motion. Now go lay the next brick. The world will adjust to your certainty.